Good here. How you doing? Bears win. Leave a comment. Bears win. Bears win. Leave a comment. We're going to start the show in a second. Welcome to the show. Waiting on CNG, Allen to come in here so we can start getting my coffee. The Bears. What's going on in the real, man? I appreciate you coming, bro. Bear down, bro. Appreciate you stopping by. How do y'all feel about the game today, man? We all up in here in our pregame show. Pretty much, Let's go. Welcome to the show. We're gonna get it cracking in a minute. How you feel about the game? Welcome to the show. Bears win. Leave your comment. Just waiting on Allen to get in here. We're gonna start the show. DJ Moore out there destroyed his team like I thought he should. Craig said Club Dub. Yeah, baby. Club Dub, we in here. What up, Craig? We needed that. Two back-to-back wins with this NFC team, baby. We need it. I don't care who it was. We got to beat these NFC teams to stay in the playoff race, baby. Let's go. I got my coffee. I got my drink. How y'all doing? Waiting on Allen to get in here, y'all. That was a beautiful, complete game. Yeah, man, that was a great game. Defense was cooking. Offense was cooking. Wide receiver was cooking. Shane Walker was cooking. Running back was cooking. Oh, my voice low. Hold on. I got you, Craig. Hold on. How about that, Craig? Is that better, Craig? Can you hear me? Wasn't nobody in here, man, but can you hear me now? Welcome to the show. Bears win. Post-game show, baby. Let's get to it. Let's go. I just had the music loud, bro. The music was probably too loud, probably covering up my voice, but yeah, man, we needed to win that game. That game had me put my North Carolina, but still, it don't matter, bro. Like, you can't lose winnable games. So for us to be the Bears and it's Carolina, that shit don't really matter with a rookie quarterback and a new offensive coordinator. Like, we need all the wins that we can get, man. Like, this Carolina shit does not matter, man. Any given Sunday, anybody can win, you know? Let's go. Welcome to the show. Caleb Williams with another 300-yard game. He threw 2 touchdowns. DJ Moore had 2 touchdowns against his old team. Put up 30 points. Defense. Come on, man. Welcome to the show. Leave your comments. Leave your likes, man. Bears dominate at home. We don't lose at home again, bro. Nope, and I'm sure you will get to it, but I'm ready. This, man, we're gonna get to it. We're not gonna here. You never been to the CNG podcast? Like and follow the page, man. We do this every Sunday night, Sunday, Monday, whatever. We try to give y'all what we saw.
Yo, Craig, I'm here, man. I'm just chilling.
I think CJ gonna turn his camera on in a second, man, so I don't feel alone out here.
Well, I'm in a different room that has no lighting, so I ain't gonna turn it on this time.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
We're gonna get to it. A few more minutes. Yeah, that's CJ in the corner. We're gonna get to it, man. We're gonna get to the show. Let's go. Welcome to the show. I said we steady getting people in here, man. Let's get to it. Welcome to the CNG podcast. Bears win. How y'all feeling out there about it? How y'all feel about the Bears win? We're about to get to it right now. Hit this intro button. We're going to get to the game. We're going to get to it in a second. Yeah, keep coming in. Leave your comments too. People in here right now. That's what's up. We're going to hit the intro button in a second. Hold on. We got Craig saying, I feel so damn good. I saw a complete game on both sides of the ball, and coaching was on point also. Yeah, man, it was all coming together, man. Everybody want to give up on Shane. Everybody want to give up on DeAndre Swift. I said about not Caleb Williams, but DJ Moore, stop crying. And the minute he don't cry, he looks like the DJ Moore that we've known since Carolina, bro. 2 touchdowns. Come on, man. You don't have to cry to get the ball. You have to run your goddamn routes hard to get the ball. It's not about you pounding. You can't be pounding, bro. Hold on, man. We're going to get to this intro. Hold on. Now. Keep it. Here we go. Yo. What's up, everybody? This is G Walker, one half of the CNG podcast.
And I'm CJ, the other half of the CNG podcast.
What's going on, everybody? CNG podcast is back. And so the Bears are back with another win at Soldier Field, man. And they dominated today, whether it was offense, on defense. That boy came in. DJ Moore did his thing today, man. DJ Moore did what I wanted him to do today. I'm going to bring up the keys to the game just in case you guys missed. Right here. Feed DJ Moore, bro. Feed DJ Moore. And that's exactly what we got today, man. That's exactly what we got today. It's one of the keys to the game, and it happened today. So, CJ, how do you feel about DJ Moore's play today against his old team, bro?
He did what he was supposed to do. He ran his routes very hard and consistently. He did what he was supposed to do.
Yeah, I mean, he did what he's supposed to do. He came in, he dominated. It looked like the DJ Moore that we all want to see. Because last week, his performance, you know what I mean, his body language and everything on the sideline was not good. So the fact that he came out here and played the way he played today, he knew what he had to do. Or we've all come accustomed to seeing it every Sunday, whether. What's the kids? It's Sam Darnold, whether he's playing with Justin Fields, Caleb. It don't matter, man. Be DJ Moore. So the fact that DJ Moore came out here today, showed improved. This is what we wanted to see from a Bears fan base, man. Be that dog that we all know you can be, right, see?
Exactly. You know, you got to lead by the example of the leader of the wide receivers. You know, you got to lead by example. You know, you're getting paid like a top receiver. You got to lead by example.
Right. You have to lead by example, and that's more than what your production or what you're doing on the field. Sometimes it's your action, it's your leadership, man. DJ Moore had to be a leader today. I have nothing else to say. Craig was in the chat, was like, he had G Walk. He said, does DJ Moore look like a number one wide receiver today? I said, yeah, when he's not whining and being a little bitch, yeah, he looked like a number one wide receiver. Yeah, he looked like a number one wide receiver, man. When you play like a number one wide receiver, this is what happens. This is what happens. So we got Craig right here saying, hey, I'm guilty about risk and shame, Swift and shame, but they turn it around, got to respect that. And that's pretty much all you can. That's all you can pretty much count on, man. Is just guys coming in, you know, getting execution done. Like it's all this stuff is coming down to execution. Run blocking, pass blocking, play calling. Caleb Williams being on point. Caleb Williams being on time with his throws. It's all about execution. You can have the best players in the world, the best players on the team. It doesn't matter if you don't have execution. You have nothing. All right, CJ seems like he's having a couple of technical difficulties, man. So the Bears win in dramatic fashion, man. We put up 30 points. What was the final score? Anybody know the final score? What was the final score? I know it was 30-10. But I think they said I think I said in the pregame, so they're not even going to score 20 points.
I think it was 36 to 10.
36-10. All right, but we're going to talk about the young wonder right here, man. Hold on, man. We're going to talk about the young wonder, the quarterback. Caleb Williams, bro. Caleb Williams came out there today and showed you why he was the #1 overall pick. CJ, what is your thoughts on Caleb Williams today? This is just in the first half. 200 yards, 11 for 15 for passes.
I thought he played very, very good. I thought he hit all his receivers. He put the ball where it's supposed to go with the DJ Moore touchdowns. You know, so I thought he did an excellent job. You know, and it looked like he managed the game from start to finish. He didn't throw no picks today.
No picks.
And I don't even think he was sacked today.
You know what? I don't think he was sacked either, man. He wasn't sacked. So this is the second game in a row that Caleb Williams has not thrown an interception with multiple touchdowns, man. So we're starting to see what Caleb Williams is really about, man. He's starting to look like that guy that we see every week. Caleb Williams is making an improvement. Week 1, 93 yards. Week 2, 174. Week 3, 363. Week 4, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, but we win. Week 5, 2 interceptions. 2 interceptions, no fumbles. The kid is showing you every week that he's a franchise quarterback, and plus, he's been pretty much pre-snap adjustments and audible since week.
And yo, can we give a shout out? Can we give a shout out to the defense, man? The defense held it down today.
Yeah, the defense showed. Defense. Hold on, let's talk about the defense, bro. The defense. This guy right here, along with other people on this team, this defense, this dude had a game today, man. Tyreek Stevenson was handling his business today. You can't throw to JJ. You can't throw to Tyreek Stevenson if your guys can't get separation. What do you got to say about the defense? What do you got to talk about the defense, man?
Man, I thought the defense looked excellent to the inside with Gervon Dexter doing his thing. I thought they looked very, very good. Keeping that pressure around Andy Dalton. I thought they looked excellent, man. We saw fumble today by Carolina, by Jaquan Brisker. I thought that was key. Bears defense just flying around, man. They're just flying all over the place. It's a beautiful thing to see.
Yeah, it was a beautiful thing to see. And then we got him the keys to the game on our pregame show. Yeah, the D line has to be dominant, but the defense ended up being dominant. Man, we had a couple of interceptions. We had Gervon Dexter in the backfield getting a sack. Quan with an interception. We had I think we had Kyler Gordon back there with a sack. It was going down today, bro. Like they gave Andy Dalton no room to breathe, bro. And as you guys can see on our number 3 keys to the game, I said make Andy Dalton throw in the playoff script. Every time he threw off script, he could not make a play, bro. You know what I mean, CJ?
Yeah, man, that's exactly what they need to do with him. Make him make bad decisions with his throwing. That's exactly what they did. They rushed him a lot. Made him run a little bit, which is really not his style. But when you don't give Andy Dalton time, he's gonna struggle.
Yeah, and he struggled all game, bro. The defense was relentless, bro, like the whole game. But we got a comment from Craig saying, bro, Caleb looked amazing. He was poised and accurate. He continues to take strides in the right direction. And that's pretty much all you want, bro. Like every week you want to see your quarterback just get better. You know what I'm saying? You want to see your quarterback make good decisions. You want to see your quarterback throw the ball. Interceptions, you know what I'm saying? Control the game. Caleb Williams did a great job today, not only throwing the ball upfield, but controlling the game, controlling the tempo, man. Caleb Williams under center, he's pretty much has amazing command of this offense, and that's something that we've been saying for the past 2 weeks, along with the Bears Den podcast. This command of this offense already for a rookie is crazy, huh, CJ?
Yeah, it's crazy. He has full command in your offense, full command. Be able to make audibles and change plays at the offensive line. He just looks amazing out there. Just the way that he has full command of this offense.
Yeah, the way that he has command of this offense, the way he's getting to the line of scrimmage, the way he's not getting penalties like throwing the ball, holding it just enough time to get a pass interference call on the defense, man. Caleb Williams is looking like a pro, bro. And then we have this tweet right here from Jacob Infante that says, with the last pass, Caleb Williams has topped 300 passing yards for the second time in his NFL career after 5 games. That's already Kyle Orton, and Justin Fields. This is what we're talking about, man. This is what we mean when we say stop asking for Justin Fields to come back, bro. This man has thrown 300 yards in his 5th game, and Justin Fields did his whole career here, man. His whole career. Let's stop acting like Justin Fields is doing this. I've never seen Justin Fields do this. I've never seen Justin Fields as a rookie be top 5 in passing yards. I've never seen Justin Fields march us up the field the way that Caleb Williams does week in, week out, bro. I've never seen anything like this from Justin Fields, bro. So, CJ, what do you got to say about this right here as far as Caleb Williams with his second 300 passing yard game in his first career, his first 5 career games?
Even though Caleb Williams is a rookie, we're going to have to stop calling him rookie.
Right. He's not a rookie. And we got our boy, OG Allen, that came up in here. OG Allen, how you feeling, bro, about the win?
Can you hear me?
We can hear you, big dog.
Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear.
Hey, I tell you what, man. I like the game today, man. It was pretty much domination, like we talked about this morning. Caleb looked really good. It was a well-called game by Shane Waldron, man. He kept them off balance all game, really. They didn't never catch up, really, like to figure out what they wanted to do. So, man, I give big kudos to Shane Waldron today, man.
And speaking on Shane Waldron, I had to bring up this picture up here, man. This is what frustrated me about this fan base, right? Like, Shane Waldron, you have to give this man a chance to learn his personnel. Give him a chance to learn his quarterback. He's a rookie. He never played with Keenan Allen. He never coached DJ Moore. All these guys, DeAndre Swift is a new running offensive scheme that he's trying to implement while developing a rookie quarterback. So the people that was being extremely harsh and rushing the progress of Shane Waldron along with his team, DJ, what do you say to those people, bro?
You gotta be patient. Got to be patient when you have a rookie wide receiver, and just the offense that's going on to your scheme for the first time. You got to be patient, and you can tell the Bears. You can tell that the Bears offense looks they really starting to get full command of what Shane Waldron wants to do out there. The offensive line, the wide receivers, the running backs. They fully understand what's going on. And, man, the way this offense looks, I expect this offense like this for the next 4 to 5 weeks.
And I agree, but we got a comment from Craig that he stepped up big time, but the first 2 games were brutal, and I think we all jumped. The only person Paul's been getting on the hardest is DJ Moore. There is no excuse for him. There is no excuse for DJ Moore to come out there last week when he showed his body language and his lack of leadership in the tight game, and you're not running your route. About Swift, Shane, because look, man, you have to give these guys a chance. In the offensive line up until probably the last 2 weeks weren't open up any holes for no running back to run through. Am I right, Alan? Oh, he left. You know what I'm saying, CJ?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying.
Man, his scheme, he gotta get his running back going. He gotta get his second running back going. He gotta get his quarterback going. His rookie wide receiver. There's a lot on this man's plate for him to be successful right away at the gate. If anybody expecting this was going to be great at the gate, I don't know what you've been watching. Every week, the fact that Caleb Williams has had, hold up, I'm going to bring it again. The fact that Caleb Williams has had 300 passing yard gains within the first 5 weeks of his NFL career says a lot about what Shane Waldron's allowing him to do. He threw 52 times, and it was terrible. It was bad. He didn't throw that many times today, and he had 300 yards, bro. So, Allen, with the mix of the running game and Caleb settling in with that running game, how much more do you see us actually having Caleb Williams have these type of games,
Hey, man, I think he's going to average about 275 this year because he's starting to get in the groove. Like today, he looked like he was the most comfortable I've seen him all year. Like he was in a groove, like he was in the college locker room today. So that's what I like. And I mean, it was just flying off his fingers today. That ball was crisp. It was on time. A couple of plays, I think he was just out there jonesing with him. He was just kind of doing too much. But once he settled down and that pass to DJ, that last touchdown before the half, that was a dot, man. The kid is tough, man. Give me Caleb Williams over any quarterback we could have drafted. I'm just done with the Jaden Daniels. Caleb Williams is who we want. He is our guy.
Yeah, man. Caleb Williams is a guy, but you weren't in here when we talked about DJ Moore. Now, Alan, me and you've been getting on DJ Moore for the past week about his lack of effort, his lack of focus, his attitude could be, body language bad. But he came in today against his old team, dominated his old team, 2 touchdowns. So what do you got to think about his focus to adjust from pretty much a bad week to this week?
Yeah, we pretty much anticipated he was going to have a good game. And I felt like he was a part of the game plan today to get open. Shane found a way to scheme him open on that first touchdown. He was wide open, man. Like that was a scheme play where they got him open on the boundary. And then, he was, blocking well. But I think it was one of them plays where we got I think it was the Cole Kmet block. The Cole Kmet tight end screen. He was the lead blocker, man. So he was doing everything today, man. Just had a beautiful game. And it just, calmed everybody down, man. This is our guy, our number one receiver. He played the way he's paid to play.
Yeah, so we're gonna talk about this because we talked about this in the keys to the game, Alan. And you weren't in here. You just got in here with the defense, man. And CJ brought up the defense. They were so dominant today, bro. They were so dominant, man. So talk about what you enjoyed the most about the defense today, man, and how they pretty much what we said. We want them to start off quick. We wanted them to pretty much make Andy Dalton throw off script. What do you think about the defense play today, man?
Well, that first touchdown scared me, man. I was like, come on, guys. Like, I don't, we get kind of leaky at times and let big runs get by. But other than that first drive, man, they had total control of that offense. Like, it was like practice to them. Like, everything that Carolina wanted to do, they took away. I really love Briscoe's attitude today. Briscoe played with a lot of fire today, and when he calls that fumble, That was all we needed today, and it seemed like he just took everything else by control.
Oh man, and I love the comment, man. Yeah, the defense was just flying around, but we also have another guest. We have our guy from Chicago, the Bears Den podcast, Chicago Clarence. Double C is in the building. The man said he couldn't go to work because he's in the Carolina, man. So we got a Carolina fan base, and he couldn't go to work today for the Bears. Today, man. How you feeling, bro? You got that big smile on your face.
Man, I feel great, man. I would say it was a complete game from the team, man. I like what I saw on offense. I ain't gonna be nitpicky, which I tend not to be. I like the game plan, the defense. About the defense, man. They flew around. They made one mistake. It cost them the score. To that, the Panthers couldn't do nothing on offense. That's what you're supposed to do to bad teams. You're supposed to beat them down. That's exactly what we did.
You weren't in here, so what do you think about DJ Moore today, man? We all was getting on DJ Moore last week, but he adjusted week to week. You know, and this week he came out ready to play against his old team, and he dominated his old team. So what do you got to say about DJ Moore, man, his play today?
Well, man, you know, that was against the Panthers' best defender, best cornerback, J.C. Horn. J.C. Horn is a dog, and DJ Moore ate his lunch. You know, like I said before, that's what you're supposed to do to bad teams. Your best player on offense is supposed to go out there and do exactly what DJ Moore did. You know, he went out there, he had his catches, got his yak, and but more so even than that, I like what I saw out of Caleb Williams. How many times did you see him get to the line and check running plays in the pass plays? He checked pass plays in the running plays. That's what I'm talking about. You need a quarterback that can diagnose what the defense is trying to do, make adjustments, change plays at the line. That's what he did, and he didn't turn the ball over. That's what I'm talking about.
I see, and you weren't in here, but this is his second, and I was getting on people about, you know, rushing to fire Shane Waldron and rushing to get rid of not Roschon, but DeAndre Swift. Game, and for his fifth starter, he has over 300 passing yards, bro. No interceptions. Last week he had no interceptions. This week he has no interceptions.
Anytime your quarterback comes in and doesn't turn the ball over, that's kudos and that's a plus for you, because it puts you behind the sticks when your offense turns the ball over. And when you can go out there and play 2 straight games and not turn the ball over, where I don't care whether it's in your building or the opponent's building, when you don't turn the ball over, it helps your team. It increases the chances that your team has to win the game. I love it. I am more impressed with the checks at the line. Because like I said, we ain't had a quarterback to do that. You know, to get you out of bad plays, I can't say enough about that.
Alan, I see you want to piggyback off that, Alan, about what Chicago Clarence said about the checkdowns. And
yeah, he did a good job with that today, man. That was a good thing what Chicago Clarence just said, man. His ability to diagnose the defense and make checks at the line, anticipating his throws and things like that, and then switching to runs. Hey, man, that's a veteran move, man. Hey, Caleb moving like a veteran, so that goes with Shane Waldron too in coaching, man. He's being coached up too.
Yeah, speaking of Shane Waldron, so hold on, we got a comment from Craig right here. It says his checks at the line are great, and that's what's most important to me. Like I always say, we know he can throw it 50, 60 yards on the screen. We know he can run a little bit. We know he can do the off-platform throws. But what can you do at the line of scrimmage to get a pass off or a run off or pass protection? Like, that's the most important thing to me as far as watching a young quarterback develop. Like, just because you called that play don't mean that play is going to work. Show me that you can change that play up and keep the chains moving. So the fact that he does that very well already lets me know that this kid is going to be a franchise quarterback, and we made the right choice. So with that being said, so Chicago Clarence, you saw Alan talking in the past 2 weeks, man, about anything that he's done.
Repeat that question again. I lost you.
I said, how do you feel about Shane Waldron play calling the last 2 weeks about anything he's done? What have you been most impressed with Shane Waldron about?
The fact that he's listening to our show, the fact that he's listening to your show. We've been calling for him to operate the offense out of from under center. Stop trying to run the offense out of the shotgun. I don't mind you mixing plays here and there, but the first few weeks we've been running our offense out of the shotgun 95% of the time, and it hasn't worked. We can't block it. We can't run block well out of the shotgun. We damn sure don't pass block out of the shotgun well. But once we get on the center and we start trying to run the ball, you can see the difference. People was talking about DeAndre Swift wasn't able to run between the tackles. Well, every time that we have ran out of the formation of under center between the tackles, he's busting out for 15, 20, 25 yards. And then it opens up your ability to play action. As you can see, Caleb Williams has been ran play action a few times. It's been at a high percentage clip. So that's the one thing that I'm going to give him kudos for. I love it when we put Kramer in as the fullback and try to run out of that. Roschon Johnson got a touchdown out of that. That's what we need to do. So I'm going to give him kudos to that. And I thought the pass blocking was tremendously better from the previous 4 weeks. Tremendously better. So kudos, Shane Waldron, for listening to our shows.
Man, and well said, man. You, CJ, Andy, we've all been saying that the young run game has to get established for the young. Not play without a run game yet. If down the road, it will be developed enough to just go off its arm. But right now, that's not the case. So the run game, CJ, you've been screaming for the run game since week 1, season started. So how do you feel about DeAndre Swift now, man?
I mean, he looks real good. The offensive line is blocking better. He's hitting the holes and he's breaking for big yardage. That's all you ask for. Even when the runner's not there, Caleb is finding him. I don't want to say in the flat, but Caleb is finding him, and they're getting big yards from there. The catches in the backfield, and the catches around the line, around the offensive line. So the way that Caleb is finding him, the way that he's catching the ball, and the way that he's running, he did that all when he was with Philadelphia. So he's starting to play the same way that he played in Philadelphia, which is a very positive. It's very positive, and it's a good thing to finally see.
Yeah, I'm gonna get to you, Alan, in a second, but we got a couple of comments from Craig right here. He says he's finally having receivers doing cross arrests to create space. I see a lot more outside runs and mixing up play action. He's talking about Shane Waldron, yeah. And we got Craig right here saying Kramer as the fullback is my favorite dude. Eat him, bro. We got one more comment from Craig saying it would be surprising to see how we run the ball against Washington in a couple of weeks. Then we got Troy right here saying yo. Troy, Caleb, how did you feel about the wide receiver today, DJ Moore? Allen.
Yeah, repeat that.
Right?
Repeat that, Walker. Okay.
No,
yeah, the Washington game, man, that's the game I really anticipate. So I think we got them after the bye, right? We got Washington after the bye. G-Walk.
Yeah, can y'all hear me?
No, I can't.
Hold on, man. Hey, can y'all hear me now? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Yeah, that's probably because of the music, man. This should be tweaking sometimes. No, I was saying, how do you feel about the run game today, man? And how do you feel about the DeAndre Swift and being able to catch and throw, like CJ said? He's looking like the running back that came from Philly today, man. Last couple of weeks.
Yeah, man, it's scheme, man. We stopped, having DeAndre Carter be his lead blocker. You know what I'm saying? So, that's a start, man. So we starting to put him on the boundary, where he's strong at. It's the screen game. Those are the things that DeAndre Swift is good. He's got to be in space. Like, he's a running back that needs to be in space. And so now you do all the power runs with our boy Roshan, you know what I'm saying? So now you can mix it up. And then he sprinkled in a little Cole Kmet today. I think Cole Kmet had 70 yards. Like,
Yeah.
Cole is coming on. And then what's the other tight end? Everett. I think he hit everybody on the field today that played. I think
Man,
everybody touched the football, man.
Man, everybody was touching the football. Rome was out there, man. DJ was out there. Keenan Allen had a nice play today. So it just goes to show you that Shane Waldron know what he's doing. To me,
yep.
He just needed. I think he's starting to understand that I got mismatches everywhere on the field. Whether it's my tight end, my pass catcher, running back, my dual threat quarterback, my off-platform quarterback. I got my quarterback making pre-snap reads for me if I need to adjust the play. Like, Shane is starting to get more comfortable, I think, as a play caller, believing in the players that's on his team. You know what I'm saying, Chicago Clarence? I think he's starting to believe in his team too.
I mean, it's like we were saying before. You've had you got the weapons to do it. Let us see you utilize it. Let us see you get out of like, I can't say it enough, running your offense out of the shotgun 95% of the time. And the fact that he's been willing to change up, the fact that he listened to the players coming in and asking to be coached up and asking to have people held accountable. I mean, I could be wrong, but what do we have? 2 offensive penalties today? I mean, and that's what we're talking about. People have got to go in and perform. People have got to be held accountable that's not performing. I noticed that Davis didn't come in. Someone else came in, and he remained on the bench because his effort hasn't been there. So that's what I want to see. People who are not.
Bill Murray.
Yeah, I want to see people being held accountable. And Davis has not played since we paid him. He has not played. So kudos, like I said, to the offensive staff who listened, who's made adjustments, and let's keep this thing going. That Jacksonville team, I think they won today. They beat the team that beat us last. Let's see what we're gonna do next week in London. Let's keep this thing going.
All right, we got a couple of comments. We got Troy up in here, man. Troy saying the key to the good he liked the most was the tempo. The Bears' tempo. It was a lot of no huddle today. So Alan, how did you see what do you think about the Bears' tempo today? I thought they was getting up on the line, confusing Carolina. They were doing what they had to do to keep the chains moving. But what do you think about the tempo today, Alan?
Well, see, Caleb played at a high tempo at USC when he was with the coach out there, the young coach, and Kingsbury. That hurry up style, because it's only 3 things the defense can do: a cover 1, cover 2, or a cover 3. So really the coverages are already diagnosed from the line because he's speeding up and you can't sub. So young quarterbacks like high tempo. They like to kind of push. And you know what I'm saying? They don't want to sit there and keep subbing in personnel. Let's go ahead and keep out 3 wide, running back, and let's go ahead and push down the field. So the tempo is what Caleb wants. He wants to play call in at 25 seconds, and then he's getting to the line in 15 seconds. So now he can make his reads and his checks at the line of scrimmage. So everything was sped up today. So I really like, the organization that he's starting to display, along with the play calling. Everything is starting to kind of speed up, and it's slowing down for him mentally, so he can do the right things. You know what I'm saying? The game is starting to slow down, but it's only week 5 and it's starting to slow down. That's scary.
That's scary. Yeah, and that's what something I've been seeing. The way I see the games, a lot of things I think how I think it's just a week to week thing. Man, I got to see things progressing week to week. Man, the man was pretty much 6 for 6 in the first half, 0 interceptions, and he had touchdowns, bro. So the fact that he can play up tempo like this and want to talk to CC about it says media from Troy. He says the media is hyping up Daniels. It's hyping up Daniels, not Caleb.
Mm-hmm.
So, how do y'all feel about? Because this is what I'm learning from just looking at this stuff, man. This Jane Daniels stuff. People are saying that Caleb Williams is learning an NFL offense, and Jaden Daniels is still playing in the college offense, and they're
Right.
simplifying everything for him. So CJ, and then I'm gonna come to you, Chicago Clarence. What do y'all have to say about that? Who has the better development right now between Caleb Williams and Jaden Daniels? What do y'all think?
I mean, I think it's too close to call. We
Okay.
we only we only 5 game we only 5 weeks into the season.
Right.
I
So
think I,
Chicago
I I
Clarence.
think Jaden Daniels got had a better setup with Favre having an offense that had an offensive line that had wide receivers and the whole nine. So he was more better prepared, I think, to play the season
Mm.
because of what Washington already had.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
Caleb,
Chicago
got
Clarence.
up to a slow start, so that's why the media is pushing this Jaden Daniels thing with Caleb because Jaden Daniels is having the fastest start, and he's been looking impressive. And you look at where the
Yeah.
Washington Commanders are; they're in a pretty good spot right now.
Right. 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 So and I love and I love that comment. It's just the media is hyping it up. But when I look at it, and I'm at Chicago Clarence, what do you see the big difference is? Because when I'm looking at my quarterback, I'm seeing my quarterback up there making pre-snap adjustments, offensive line
Mm-hmm.
protection, coming out
Mm-hmm.
of a run, coming out of play. I don't know if I'm necessarily seeing that from Jaden Daniels. So Chicago Clarence, what do you feel about this media hype with Jaden Daniels and Caleb Williams, man? How do you feel about it? What's your thoughts or whatever?
I see the media doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing. Let's not forget we
Right.
got to play this team. So we got to make this game a big deal because they want ratings. Now, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and tell you that Jaden Daniels has not looked good. I've got him as my fantasy quarterback. I'm in 2 fantasy football leagues. He's my quarterback in both. And Caleb Williams was the pick that I picked before Daniels, and I've benched Caleb Williams simply because Daniels was performing better. But like we said on your show a couple of weeks ago, the best thing that you can give a quarterback, especially a rookie quarterback, is a run game. And
Mm-hmm.
Washington so far has done better at that than we have. We just now started to run the ball. Washington has
Mm-hmm.
been doing that since game one, and that has been the difference. But as you can say, and as you said, Walker, my boy's been going to the line and he's been getting our offense out of bad plays. He's been
Mm-hmm.
recognizing man, and that's what I'm talking about. When you got a quarterback that can get to the line and going through his pre-snap reads, and he can
Talk.
recognize that the defense is in man and gets you out of the play call and switches you to a different play call to take advantage of man, that's big time playing right there. That's what your quarterback's supposed to be doing. And he's doing that routinely. Routinely, he's doing that. You know, I'm not going to, Washington had the second overall pick. They took Daniels. It seems to be working out good for us, but I like who we got. I just want to see his development to continue, and we got to play him a couple of weeks. And I can promise you, Daniels ain't seen no defense like he's going to see when we hit the field. Our defense is for real, bruh. Our defense is for real.
We're gonna talk about the defense, but I want to get Alan take on this whole media, this Jaden Daniels versus Caleb Williams thing. You know what I mean? How do you feel about it, Alan?
Well, my point is I like Jaden Daniels, but like kind of like what we've been saying, the offense that they're running is something that's familiar to him in college. Opposite Caleb. Caleb is learning a pro style offense. So when we look down the road, who's going to be further in development? It's going to be Caleb because he's getting an understanding of NFL offense. Once the NFL get tape on Jaden Daniels, I would say by the midway point, this offense is going to throttle down because this offense don't have a lot of checks, a lot of reads. It's really a lot of high tempo, smash mouth football, and the quarterback makes reads. So he puts pressure on your defensive end, your contain assignments. It's kind of like assignment football. You know what I'm saying? And the NFL players, they don't like assignment football sometimes. So once they get a hang of it and you say, okay, make him beat you in the pocket, it's kind of like how we had with Justin. Some teams wouldn't even rush him. They would just sit there and wait for him to throw the football and make him a quarterback. Whereas Jaden Daniels is a little bit more accurate than Justin, but Justin had that big playability. You know what I'm saying? So when we play them, when we come up there and get them, we're going to play that cover two, and we're going to make him chuck it down the field one play at a time. Young quarterbacks don't like cover two schemes because it makes you think all the way down the field. It makes you take a check when you don't want to do a check. It slows your reads down. And then you got guys like Montez Sweat, Billings, what's our big number 99? It's going to be a lot going on. We got some dudes going to hunt him down. So he ain't seen nothing yet. And Matt Eberflus, he's going to scheme that game. I can't wait.
Speaking of improving CJ Wright and everybody else right, is Gervon Dexter, man. He has 4 sacks on the season.
Yep.
Now, I know Chicago Clarence, you brought up the defense, man. So, and he's been a big part of the reason why this defense has been so dominant, man, because it looked like at the beginning of the game, that running back scored that first touchdown on this, man. I was like, oh, here we go. But the defense settled in, man, and along with Gervon Dexter and everybody else on their defense, they just went to work, bro. So Chicago Clarence, man, let's talk about the defense and how they was pretty much as dominant as they were and what you liked about the defense today.
Well, what I liked about the defense today is what I've liked about the defense so far throughout the first 5 games. They've kept us in every game. And yeah, I think that when the Panthers scored their touchdown, they caught us in a bad defense. That we didn't have the right defense called for the play that they ran. But the thing about it is we came right back and pretty much shut the Panthers down the rest of the game. Andy Dalton has been throwing that ball all over the field ever since he got in there. He didn't have a game like that. He missed some throws because he was hurried. He got sacked a couple of times, and we shut that run game down. And I will tell you that the run defense was the one thing that I've been worried about before the season started because we didn't have a 3 technique. And just like Walker said, Dexter has came in and cemented himself as a legitimate 3 technique, and I like his play. I like the play of our secondary. Our secondary don't mess around. We got some dogs back there. They've been hitting people. They've been taking the ball away. We've been generating takeaways with quarterback pressures. So far, man, the defense has been the story of our team. Not Caleb Williams, not our offense. It's been the defense. We got some people that's going to be playing in the Pro Bowl, bro, off that defensive side of the ball.
And this is something that we talked about last season. We all are Bears fans, is that we didn't have a quarterback. No matter how many people feel about Justin Fields, it is what it is. The evidence was there. He couldn't reciprocate the turnovers. You know what I'm saying? We getting interception after interception, fumbles, all this shit, and we could not score. So we're seeing early that Caleb Williams is a quarterback. Score that ball with him as our that we did have with the defense, the way they were working last season, he could not put up points off turnovers. So the defense is still the defense, but I think that the thing about it is the quarterback that we have is a lot better than the quarterback that was here last year. You know what I mean, Alan? What do you think about that?
Agree. Yeah, I agree, man. Caleb is he's just a better at field. Like he's a better quarterback than Justin. And that's not enough to take away from Justin, but it's just you can do more with him in the pocket, down the field. Everybody's live. Like DJ was the only person he looked at, even though we had Mooney, but Mooney was like schemed out the offense for some odd reason last year. So You got Caleb. Everybody's live with Caleb. Everybody. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like about it. We can hit 3 or 4 different people where your defense can't scheme on one person. Your defense has to play us in a totality aspect. Like we have to shut Caleb down. Those are when you got great quarterbacks when they have to shut you down because you can get everybody involved. Kind of like we talked about today, the point guard aspect. He just get running the offense, not doing too much, just doing what he coached to do, and that's what it takes, man. Somebody had the ability to do that, and not somebody making plays when they don't understand what they're looking at or take all night to throw the football.
And that's something we talk about. We're gonna get to Troy. Troy kind of got to come in, but I'm gonna piggyback off that. And this was something that I saw from Caleb Williams at the beginning of the season, even in his tapes, is that his awareness. He has great awareness, man. Like he has special awareness as a talent, bro. And you can't teach the type of awareness that you have that he has, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that he has this type of awareness, man, coming in with that, the mental aspect of the game, you can't ask for a better prospect right now than Caleb Williams, unless you're just a Jaden Daniels fan. But that answers your question. But we got Troy right here saying Flus better be this year after this season, Bears getting Kingsbury or Johnson for head coach job. CJ, what do you think about this comment about Troy? Like Flus got to get it together or he gone no matter what. What you think about this?
I agree with him. You know, everybody know, on the show that I wasn't high Eberflus when the Bears got him. I felt he didn't have a lot. I think Shane Waldron has really steered the Bears offense to the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
I think the defense with Eberflus they've been doing pretty good. But yeah, I think if he don't fully get it together, then the Bears could be looking for another coach.
And I agree with you, CJ. I just think that the fact that in Chicago, Clarence, I'm gonna come your way with this. How important is it to keep Eberflus? Me personally, real quick, I think everything is in place. The draft capital we got this year, the defensive players we already got, Caleb Williams, the wide receivers, the running backs. What do we lose by getting rid of Eberflus? Whether we go 8-9, 9-8, or 10-7, do you keep him? How far above 500 does he have to go to keep him as your head coach?
He's got to win. He's got to win 10 games.
Yeah.
And even with a 17-game schedule, I don't even think that might even be enough. I think that you've got to make the
Exactly.
playoffs. The thing that's going to help him is the fact that the Minnesota Vikings is 5-0 in our division, and they're looking pretty damn good right now. And so if you can win 10 games and you can beat them, you can at least say, well, I should be able to keep my job and continue to build on this because I do have a rookie quarterback and I have improved based on my previous 2 seasons by winning 10 games. But at the end of the day, with the schedule that we have, we just need, like you've been saying, Walker, for the last 2-3 weeks, is we've got to improve and develop Caleb Williams. And I think that if he's successful in developing Caleb Williams, at the end of the day, he's got something to hang his hat on. Now, I didn't like Eberflus. I didn't want to keep Eberflus. I wanted to get Jim Harbaugh, and I'm going to stand on that until he proves me wrong. And the way he can do that is get to the playoffs. Plain and simple. Now, we want to be happy about today, and we won the game. We should be. We wanted to be happy about last week. We won the game. But the telltale sign is when we play good teams like Washington, like Minnesota, like the Detroit Lions. 2 of those teams are in our division. Let's see what you do against this division. Can you finally beat the Green Bay Packers? That's going to be the telltale sign.
Man, great comment, man. Well said. So, Allen, man, piggyback off what Chicago Clarence said. Like, he got to win the division game. You got to beat the Packers. We haven't beat the Packers in I don't know what 3-4 years. We got to beat the Vikings. So, how secure is his job right now? And how many games do he have to win to keep his job? What does he have to do to stay the head coach? Just to go off Troy's comment.
Yeah, I piggyback off Chicago Clans. He's gonna have to win in double digits. He's gonna have to win 10 or more and fight for a playoff spot. But I mean, right now, Minnesota just setting the pace. They're setting the pace for our division. I mean, they're on their way to like a 13-win season. I mean, right now they're on pace to have that. So for us to stay even close enough to go to the playoffs, we got to win 10 games to go because they're pacing our division. So I think, man, Eberflus got to get 10. And you know my theory on that. Ryan Poles is gonna have to be forced by Warren to fire him, man. They got the same agent. It's going I don't think Ryan Poles is gonna come off of that, man. I think he gonna have to be forced to fire Flus if he gets ugly. But the way they're playing football now, man, I think they're turning the corner, man. I think we're gonna be fine, man. I think Flus might survive.
Yeah, man, and great comments about everybody. I'm gonna say this: I don't think he's safe at all. And like you guys are saying, just like Chicago Clarence said, you said it's gonna come down to the playoffs, man. It's gonna come down to getting over 10 wins. Like if he come out of here with over 10 wins, he'll have his job. But at the
Yeah.
same time, we can't skip a beat. That's the thing about this going forward. Beats, bro. And when I say skip beats, I mean losing winnable games. Whether those winnable games against the Carolina Panthers, whether those games against the Rams, whether those against the Vikings where we're down 3 or down 4 against the Packers and down 5 against the Lions, those games are going to determine if he's going to be kept here as a coach, bro. Because this will be turning to his third losing season when Ryan Poles has already set the deck for you to win. I got you the nice offensive coordinator. I got you the nice
Mhm.
rookie quarterback. I got you the wide receivers. I got you the running back. You got the defense. And the fact that at the end, when it's all about the details, at the end of a game, even with Caleb Wood, and you still lose a game, it's going to come down to him, bro. And I don't think we necessarily lose anything by letting them go. I just don't think we lose anything by letting them go. The defense is there. Eric Washington looks like he could be the defensive coordinator that we probably need to keep the scheme going. But I don't give a damn if you win 10 games or not, bro. Like, it just depends, man. So, with that being said, we're going over an hour. Man, shout out to y'all coming in here. Chicago Clarence, I know you just left the sports bar. Alan, I appreciate you coming in here. CJ coming in here. Me and my dog, man, we've been doing this for the past 2.5 seasons, man, and we steady getting people that want to come work with us. Alan's been working with us for the past 2 seasons. Chicago Clarence and Andrew of the Bears Been podcast, but we click right away with the chemistry doing this every week, man. We're on their show sometimes. I'm on their show sometimes, and when CJ is ready to come on their show, CJ be on their show. So with that being said, man, we appreciate you guys a lot, bro. Y'all make this fun. Y'all say things I'm not thinking. Help me understand certain parts of the game. I really love that, man. I love asking questions to pick y'all brain. Y'all really don't understand how much fun for that is for me just to sit back and listen to you guys talk football, bro. Talk football. CJ, you got anything to say, man?
No, man, you preaching right now. You preaching right now. Keep going.
Yeah, man, it's just cool to have people coming in here, man, because when you building a platform like me and CJ been building the past 2 years, you know what I mean? It could get tough, man. It could get strenuous, but you guys come in here every year. We find somebody else who want to work with us and make it fun, man. Because let's be honest, none of us are professionals doing this, but you guys know a lot about football, bro. And for you two specifically, I feel like I'm here talking to my uncles, bro. I swear to God. Every week I love to hear it. I can't wait to get y'all on, man. Y'all really don't understand how fun this is. So with that being said, I'm gonna start with you, Chicago Clarence. So we got Jacksonville early ass game across the pond against Jaguars. So I'm gonna just take this off. These were the keys to the game for this week's game. But what do you think of the keys to the game next week, man? Let me get this picture off here. What are the keys to the game against Jacksonville?
So to look at the keys of the game is what I feel like that the keys to the game should be, no matter who you're playing. but you want to be able to have a solid running game. And what happens with the running game is that allows you to expose the defense with your passing game. It allows you to keep time of possession, to tire that defense out. And if you got a competent quarterback, which the Jacksonville Jaguars do have, then you can keep him off the field. They do have weapons that can hurt us, And so I think that that's a struggling team. They won today, but that's a very beatable team, and it keeps the confidence of your rookie quarterback growing. Every game that he goes out there and he performs and he plays, not turning the ball over, and we win in football games, it only makes his confidence grow. And he's a confident guy starting out already. He was confident when he was starting out, and he was making mistakes, and he was turning the ball over, and he was overthrowing receivers. He said his confidence is never shaken. He's never nervous. But when you start mixing in wins and success, then pretty soon, man, we're going to have a very dangerous guy on our, and I'm glad that he's on our team. But Jacksonville, I think that's a very winnable game. When we started out the season and we looked at the schedule and we was marking off wins and losses, this is a game that I had us winning. I think that we can go in there and do that, especially with the way our defense is playing. I mean, I am so confident in our defense. Their wide receiver, man, I'm putting him, I'm benching him going against Chicago, bro. Our defense is not playing no games, bro. So I just want to see us keep up the momentum. I want to see Caleb Williams take another step into getting better for the season, and we need to shut down their running game as well. Get pressure on Lawrence, and get him out of there.
So what's your score? Then I'm gonna go to Allen. What's your score? What we got?
I think we can beat them by 10 points, 10 points or more. I'm talking about somewhere in the neighborhood of 27-14.
Okay, I love that. So Allen, what's your keys to the game next Sunday, man, and what's your score prediction, man, before we get up out of here?
Well, my prediction, man, the one thing I want us to do, like we should do on the road, always pack your running game and always pack your defense. When you go on the road, when you pack those two things, you typically win the game and don't turn the ball over. If we don't turn the ball over and make Jacksonville play football and make Trevor Lawrence play quarterback, we should be good because you can get to Trevor Lawrence. We can get to him. So that's why I say next week we should be able to win that game. I don't think it's going to be a cakewalk because it's going to be in England. So, we don't know what the field. It's going to be a lot going on. So my prediction, I think it's going to be the score of 24-21 Bears.
All right, CJ, what's your score prediction, man, and what's your keys to the game next Sunday across the pond?
Well, I think the Bears defense really gonna have to come out and play. Calvin Willie is not no joke. The guy can
Yeah.
play. You gotta stop the connection of him and Trevor Lawrence. You're gonna have to stop the running game. You're gonna have to stop their offense. 100%. So the Bears defense got to play like they did today. Got to play better than what they did today. To me, my opinion. Uh,
What's
the final score I got for that game, I got the Bears beating Jacksonville by 17. I got the Bears scoring 35 points, and I got Jacksonville scoring 17. So I'm gonna say 35-17. The Bears.
okay? All right. My score prediction, man, and my keys to the game is going to be this. Like you guys been saying, pack your run game, pack your defense. This might be one of the games where you have to grind it out until shown otherwise. Like if they showing you that you can't throw on them, just grind it out. Do what you got to do, and letting us do it. Come out the game throwing the ball 6, 7, 8 times in a row. I don't want to see that shit. I want to see a grind out, slug out game on the road, overseas, that way. So with that being said, my score prediction is going to be Bears 21, Jaguars 14. Bears win by 7. on the road across the pond, man. So with that being said, this will end our show. And that's my partner CJ up there, the other half of the CNG podcast. Alan, tell them where they can find you at, big dog.
Hey man, you can find me on Facebook. You can find me on Twitter, X, Bears Fans Lounge, and you can find me on YouTube.
You heard it, man. Chicago Clan, tell where they can find you at, big bro.
You can find us on all social media platforms, Facebook, Twitch, Instagram. We're on all of that, man. Y'all check us out. 7:15, our show is tonight on Sundays and Tuesdays.
All right. With that being said, this is the CNG podcast. Alan, the see you guys next Sunday. We out. Peace.